Hey guys, HW. I'm in the car. Impromptu trip into the city. I've got a hankering for a new cap. Got my San Francisco 49ers cap on. The first one that I purchased. And I'm thinking of going into a shop in George Street in the city and getting myself a different colour. I think I've got about 4 or 5 San Francisco hats now. Now, even though they've had a terrible season this year, they've been decimated with injuries, and some of their players haven't performed very well this year. But nonetheless, I'll continue to support them, and I'll go out and buy another cap. They're playing the Detroit Lions in a few days' time. Don't know how they're going to go there. They'll probably get thrashed. Just while we're on that subject, I'd probably say that the fairy tale is for the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl. But I'm afraid I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win again. Their quarterback is just way too good. So, them's the breaks. Anyway, it's 28 degrees Celsius in Sydney today. The wind's from the east at 22 kilometres an hour. I just dropped the brats off at my mum's joint. And I'm now going to drive. I'm not going to drive all the way into the city. I've got a cheeky parking spot close to the city that I usually use. But today I think I'm going, because I don't know how long it's going to take or how long I'm going to be in there. I might get tempted by the end of year sales. So I'm going to drive close to the light rail, probably around Centennial Park somewhere, and then catch the light rail from there into the city so that I'm not worried about time. So let's get going down Clovelly Road and we'll join up with the light rail. I've parked the Chariot and we're walking across Moore Park now. I just got to go on the other side of those tennis courts there, or not tennis courts, silly HW, netball courts. I know they're netball courts because my sister's played there a few times over the years. The beautiful sounds of a house alarm going off. Who has burglar alarms these days? What a waste of time. Just get a safe. No burglar's going to stay around trying to crack your safe. Artificial cricket pitch just there. I think I played on this one once upon a time. I wasn't a very good cricketer. I was more a bowler than a batter. Batting, I just never learnt the technique. I'd have a slog every now and then, but a lot of mishits, and I got caught and had my wicket taken plenty of times. So more a bowler. I was pretty crap fielder as well. So pretty useless all round. So not a sport that I played outside of school really. Oh, they've got a little artificial soccer field here now too. Just here used to be netball courts as well. So they've cut back on the netball courts in Moore Park. I totally miscalculated where the tram stop was. Tram stop's there. I thought it was down there. So I parked in the wrong spot. Tried to run for it, but the guy was absolutely hurtling down the track. There's a Sydney cricket ground over there. And there's the Horton Pavilion. Sydney Girls High on the corner over there. And a bit further down the road, next to it, is Sydney Boys High. Had a couple of mates that went to Sydney Boys High. They weren't really the academic types, so it was back in the day when they used to pursue sports as well. And I think they were there for rugby mainly. But these days, very much a selective school, and all the kids that want to be doctors and lawyers, they head there now. Now I've got to get up those bloody stairs there and get on the other side. What's the bet I miss another train, light rail? What's it say up on the sign? Oh, that's the wrong side. I need to look on the other side. Oh no, it looks like I can get across the track just there. Oh yeah, I have oh no, I might make it. Had to run for it, but I made it. I didn't look to see which one I got on, so this could be going anyway. I love this about this light rail. He's in between Moore Park and we're heading down past Central Station. We're taking, I think this is the Kingsford South Juniors line. But you head down Chalmers Street and it's a real wormhole. So you're in Moore Park and then next second you pop up in Central Station and you're like really close to the city. I love it. Oh, there she goes. There goes the light rail. Didn't make the same mistake twice. I remembered this time that there's no stop in between QVB and Wynyard, because I need to get in the middle down there in the mid-city centre. I was starting to worry about coming in here today and battling these end-of-year shoppers. Have a look at them. The masses are out and about, probably armed to the teeth with Christmas vouchers and Christmas cash that they've secured from family and friends, maybe even workplaces. I come out on the edge here to escape them. If you wanted to know, it's Saturday. Saturday in Sydney, Saturday the 28th of December. Each year the end of year sales kick off around Boxing Day and continue on into the new year. So that's why the crowds are out and about. I've got to go just past Dimmick's here because the shop that I'm going to is called Culture Kings. If I remember rightly, it's in the Mid-Sydney Centre down the escalators, unless they've changed location. There we are. Culture Kings this way. Oh, look at this crazy little tunnel. I haven't been down here for years. Of course, they've got the music blaring down here, so I'll have to be careful. That's one of the ones I'm looking at, that green one there. They've also got that brown sort of one there with like a purple or pink hue in the logo. Oh, successful mission. I ended up buying 2 caps. I'll show you in a minute. Just get out of the shop, out of the mid-city centre. Very helpful shop assistants in there. It was quite crowded. They jumped up the ladder and went searching for all the different San Francisco hats for me. And the Jen up at the counter was really friendly as well.
Game what?
So shout out to the crew at Culture Kings, to the bosses there. Your staff that are on today, on Saturday 28th of December, are dominating. Give them a raise. Should we have a quick squeeze in the Strand while we're here? I'll sneak up the stairs and spy down at the punters. See how many people are sucking down nectars. Oh, the Christmas bonbons are still hanging from the atrium. Remember when we came through here on the Christmas vid? So that showed you how it was in the night time. Yeah, you can see during the day. Let's get out on that bridge as usual and then spy on the punters below. There they are. Having some nectars provided by both Gumption and then also this black and white espresso bar as well. Few punters lining up for Gumption there. What do I see down there? It's like I see a bit of a trying to work out what I see there. Can't think of it, my tongue's twisted. He's got a takeaway. This lady down here looks like she's got a flat white or a latte. Just there. Yeah, this is what this gent, it's come into my head now. I think he's got a bit of a mocha, this gent over here. Unless he's got a really dark roast. Let's have a look on the other side. A few punters crowded outside Romelo. Still having coffee and snacks. No one really having lunch. A bit later in the day, I guess. Now let's go somewhere where I can show you my booty. I'm trying to find a seat in the shade so I can show you my loot from Culture Kings. This looks alright over here. Might be able to sit here on the edge. Alright, let me show you what I got. Got this green one. Which is quite unusual. I haven't seen that online anywhere else. And then also I got this black and white one with a rose motif on the side. So adding to the collection. If you want to know how much I paid, they were $55 each retail, but then I got a $10 discount as well, so bring it down to $100. So $50 each. While we're down this neck of the woods, let's have a quick squeeze at Lego. See if they've got any new displays up. Just turning into King Street. I went for a what's the word? Geez, I need a coffee. I went for a trot this morning. I went for a 10k run about 8 a.m. It was already getting warm then. And I've completely forgotten what I was going to say at the end of that sentence. That's what I was going to say. So yeah, I went for the trot this morning, 10k, and I did it easy. I was cruising along, and but now walking along here now, my right calf is giving me a bit of pain. Don't know what that's from. Let's have a quick squeeze at Lego. I was about to blow up and say they had nothing new, but they do. They've got this rendition of the Manly Ferry here made of Lego. Or at least the front of the ferry anyway. Move out of the way for the kids to get in there. They've even got the flags etched in there, look. Made of blocks. Now what I was going to say before I came up here was I was hoping to see a bit of Christmas action. But there's nothing. Got very, very, very little in terms of change from last time I was in here, which was ages ago. Lousy bludgers. They could have put up a few Christmas decks. Like, you know, they spent all that time making the Manly Ferry. Couldn't have they done a Santa Claus or something? Or, you know, even better, they could have done the a nativity scene. That would have been nice. Have a little baby Jesus and... But of course they didn't. They'd rather construct monsters and all sorts of weird things. Have a look at the punters in the Pitt St Mall. Going nuts. All carrying shopping bags. Taking in the free entertainment from the buskers. Would you brave these crowds to get yourself a bargain in the so-called sales? Oh, look at the punters chowing down in the food court, or as HW calls it, the pig trough. All manner of food being consumed down there. KFC, McDonald's, Chinese, Subway, noodles, kebabs, snack packs, sandwiches. Oh, I've secured myself some sushi in the so-called pig trough. I'm here with the rest of the punters and got the Sydney International Tennis up on the screen in front of me, so I'll watch that while I'm devouring the sushi. Tuna sushi, if you wanted to know. So I'll whack some wasabi on it and some soy sauce. They didn't give me any wasabi, the lousy buggers. Got these around the right way. Can't tell. Not enough soy sauce on it. Massive sushi roll though. Not bad. Oh, the sushi has been consumed. If you're interested to know how much that little tray was, it was $18. But there was stacks of tuna on it because that roll was massive. So I can't complain. Washed down with a Bundaberg ginger beer. Big hit overseas, the Bundaberg ginger beer. A lot of people using it in the Moscow Mule cocktails all over the world. Oh, good on you, Bundaberg. Oh, let's get out of this madhouse. Christmas tree's still up. Get back out in the Pitt St Mall. You know what my next mission is? It's to find an Arvo coffee. An Arvo nectar, if you will.
I sent Rod and Mary.
Another quick squeeze down the mall. Have another look at the punters scurrying between the sales.
Let's make me more tired.
A few tour buses in Market Street as well. Now, where are we going to nectar? This is a massive dilemma. Oh, that's a good shot. Look at the reflection of Centrepoint Tower in that building there. And there's a bit of a double over here too. All right, let's battle the crowds again. I've got to hang close to George Street because I want to get back on the light rail, yeah? So let's make our way through the masses in Market Street. They're in a frenzy over the sales, over the end of year sales. What's playing at the State Theatre? The Lord of the Rings musical. Let's sneak across here. Just quietly, I want to get in the shade. I've had enough of the sun scorching me the last couple of weeks. I've been absolutely pelted with the sun. If you haven't seen my Melbourne video yet, you'll find it in my collection. I can tell you I got pretty sunburned in Albert Park when I was just walking through there. I used to run around it every day when I lived down there, and I'd forgotten how big it was. I got stuck in there with the hot afternoon sun beating down on me. This guy's gonna battle with that bicycle down George Street. Dare I try to get a coffee on the bottom level of Queen Victoria building? I'll take a quick peek, but if it's a no-go, I'll have to skip it. It's looking a bit scary in here. It's not looking ideal. If I could get a seat on this bar here, this coffee bar, that would be just the ticket. Maybe I can sneak on the side here. No, yeah, of course, there's no seats there. Just there, I would have been happy with that. Nah, it's not going to happen. People are lining up for Pandora down here. Lining to get in. I got Buckley's chance of getting a coffee in here with all these tourists. You know what we can do? We can sneak through the tunnel here, get on the other side of the road, make our way down Pitt Street or George, And hopefully that coffee shop in the laneway there's open. Now the tourist punters are not going to know about that place. So let's quickly sneak through here. Skillful swerve there. Got around that lady. It's really dark in the tunnel here near Town Hall, so this is probably going to look a bit shaky, this footage, so I'll snap off here and come to you when I go into the beautiful daylight again. Oh, we're back in the daylight. Across the road from the cinema. Let's see how we go. I think it's the next laneway down. It's not this one. Everybody out and about. Meeting their acquaintances. Grabbing food and drink. Get out of the way of this tram. This is it. I think it's in Central Street. I could be wrong. Let's see if we can snag a nectar down here. I'll be lucky, being a Saturday, you'd think they'd only open during the week and the workers are about. Nah, it's not looking good. We might have to go a bit further down. Nah, it's not looking good. We're outside the old Central Police Station. Let's keep going. I can already see from here the coffee shop I was hoping to be open is not open. So I'm going to have to come up with another plan. Maybe we can go into the Margot Hotel. Maybe they're open. Nah, Rebels and Misfits. All shuttered for the day. Oh, here we go. Their Christmas break starts on the 21st of December and continues through to the 6th of January. Yeah, let's sneak into the Margot here and see if we can snag a nectar. And if there's no luck there, I might have to skip it. We're on Pitt Street now, if you hadn't worked out. We're on Pitt Street in between Liverpool and Bathurst. No, I give up on the Margot. Everyone was sitting in there having cocktails. I'd have to drag them away from the cocktail bar to get them to go over to the coffee station to whip me up a nectar, so I wasn't real keen on that. So I'll try one more time, and if I can't get one, then it's going to be tough luck. Oh, look at this. Thank goodness for the Henry Wine and Bread Bar at the base of the Porterhouse Hotel. Got a seat outside. There's a beautiful breeze coming down Castlereagh Street. Much needed after that walk down George Street in the sun. So it's going to be quite pleasant. Oh, here comes my flat white. Oh, the flat white has arrived. It's just HW on the seats outside. Everybody else is inside, tucking into bread and wine. There's an indication of the breeze whipping down Castlereagh Street in the juvenile tree just there. I suppose you want to see me tuck into this flat white. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. You beauty. You can't go wrong with a flat white. And to be here with this lovely breeze outside the porterhouse, what a treat. So anyway, today the shopping trip, successful mission in Culture Kings, getting those 2 San Francisco hats, and having some sushi and now an afternoon nectar as I watch the traffic traverse the city through Bathurst Street, one of the key arteries to get the punters out of the city and into the eastern suburbs. As I consume this flat white, you can see the milk heart has maintained its consistency through the whole, well, through the first half of the cup, which is a good sign. And you can still see the beautiful hues of that crema in the cup as well. Yeah, you can tell I don't like coffee. Few of these punters have got the mail. They've heard there's some shade to be had in Castlereagh Street at this time of day, and they're using it to probably make their way between Central, the accommodations down near there, and Circular Quay, I'd say. There is one last thing that I've got to do before I jump on the train. Got to grab something from the chemist, so I might get into Priceline. I think there's one close to the cinema strip, so I'll grab that, and then I'll probably wait for the train down at the Chinatown light rail station, I'd say. Anyway, that's a good find, to know that you can still get a nectar on a Saturday afternoon in Henry Brennan Wine Bar in Castlereagh. A nice breeze kicking down Bathurst Street as well. Just passed by a barber there. They're still cutting hair on a Saturday arvo. I've got sunglasses on that are polarised, and even with these on I can see the glare from the sun there on the intersection of George and Bathurst. Some pretty high UV action in the atmosphere today. Anyone that's on the beach, I hope they got their sunscreen on. Otherwise they'll be getting absolutely blistered. Let's get across here while we can. I have to tell you something funny I just saw just walking up the footpath here. There was a guy walking up, tucking into looked like a full family fish dinner. Fish and chips, fish cocktails, the whole works. Had the box open and eating as he walked up George Street. It was a fair effort to juggle that, but he was enjoying it. There's a few mms and ohs as he was devouring it. Someone's selling hats over there on the footpath. There it is. I can see the sign for Chemist Warehouse. So I'm going to get in there, get what I need, and then jump back on the light rail. Just check to see who's on the mural. Still Julian Assange, we've seen that. Oh, I tell you what, inside that chemist, it was pandemonium. There was whole busloads of Chinese tourists in there, just hoovering up all of the vitamins and creams and potions. This is a big thing for them to do when they come to Australia, because there's a lot of distrust with their own brands back on the mainland. So when they come here, they fill their bags with all the things that they need. And you don't blame them because they've had so many scares over there with different things like baby formula and medicines. So they come to Oz where they can be reassured with the stuff that they're getting. Mind you though, I wonder how much of it is actually manufactured here. A lot of our medicines are manufactured in Asia anyway, so I've almost made it down to Chinatown light rail station, and I'll wait for my chariot to arrive. I was on the light rail with a whole bunch of Sydney FC supporters on their way to a football game tonight. Don't know who they're playing. And one of the car parks here, starting to get some cars mosey on in. But generally today I think we can say it's been a successful mission. Got my hats that I wanted and had some lunch. Survived the mad crowds getting their Boxing Day sales, merchandise. Had something to eat, haven't had a nectar. So it was I think we can say it was a real triumph. A triumphant visit to the city, to the Big Smoke, a HW. So I think rather than walking that way, I think I might walk this way. So as we face towards the MCG, I'm in the wrong city, SCG I meant to say, and the Sydney Football Stadium, I'll bid you farewell. Thanks for coming on the shopping trip today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Christmas break, and I'll see you in the new year. The video is over.